Hey there, everybody, and as always, welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. My name is Rich. I'm the channel host, and today we're redoing something I did the other week here on channel that I wasn't expecting to do. But I got a text at 6 o'clock this morning from one of my clients who asked if I could assemble a custom web page for them. They've got an investor looking into a speculation house that they're building. So just a few days ago on channel here, I took you out to the location. We did a flight at the location. I was just doing it because some new changes had happened at the location. I was not anticipating actually building another page for this particular location. But since he got in touch this morning, I said, okay, we'll start putting this together. So we had to assemble a video, pull together some still images. Like I said, this flight was just done a couple of days earlier, and I had already played around with it and shared some of it here. But now we're getting into one of the things that we're pretty well known for here, which is custom web pages for drone deliverables. So we're going to talk about how to build one of these web pages. Like I said, I've done something similar to this before on channel, just I think maybe a week or two ago. But I didn't anticipate bringing you along for the ride again, but I do know there are a lot of questions from folks. So we're going to change the screen input here so that I'm not up at the top, and we're going to take a look at the See My Build website here really quick. So for those of you new to the channel, in addition to our regular flight work and things, we also do website building. So last year, or no, it's been a couple of years now, I had a project with a client who needed to be able to deliver images, videos, time-lapse work, needed to be able to deliver it across a wide group of people, people who are not all in the same state. And one of the things that we can do is we could do something like a Dropbox here. So we just dump all this stuff in Dropbox, and we call our client up and we say, good luck. And no, we don't want to do that to a client at all. So I wanted to make an easy presentation that was understandable to construction crews, to developers, to realtors, to brokers, and to homeowners as well, the people who are going to get the final delivered product. I wanted to make something really simple for them so that they could easily, understand what's going on. So on azdrone.net, I have a bunch of private, hidden, password protected pages for my clients. And as we do new flights for them, we update those pages. We do time lapses and other interesting things. Now, this is a new site. We've been waiting for this site to get started. So the official documentation basically, boom, starts here. And I thought we'd have one more flight beforehand, but we want to get right into the documenting. So the client said, hey, don't worry about it. I'll pay you the difference for doing the extra page. So we made a site last year called seemybuild.com where you could see your build. If you were the buyer or you're the construction person, your build. So we have a lot of different test templates on See My Build. So just testing things out with other locations. So like the Hughes property here, and we actually have a series of videos for them. So we've laid out a very custom page showing before and after and the progress of a location. So now we're starting into a new one, which is 15375 High Lonesome. So that's the new one. And that's what we talked about just the other day. So let's dive into this. I want to make a completely new custom page for this particular property. This is a speculation house. So it is getting built. They don't have a buyer for it yet, but they'll be advertising it. And along with advertising it, they can also see the whole progress of this project. So that's really interesting. So what I'm going to do here, we're at See My Build, and I am using WordPress. You don't have to use WordPress to do this. You can use other web page builders as well. I've just been using WordPress since 2005. Yeah, it's been a while. And in addition to WordPress, I am using a page builder called the X theme. So there are a lot of customizable themes out there for WordPress. And one of the things you should also know is you can limit access to pages. So when you come over and you look at seemybuild.com and you see the things that I have up there, these are tests. These are different templates we're working on, and final versions will be coming up. When we start doing more final versions here, we will be password protecting stuff. We will, of course, ask clients if we could use them as a sample in some of our classes, and usually customers are open to that. So what I need to do, we're going to build a new page. So I'm going to go over here to pages and all pages. Let's actually just add a new page because we already know this is a brand new page. And so this is 15375. Lonesome. There we go. So I'm just giving it a title here. And the parent page to this is going to be our Arizona builds. And for our template here, so I am cruising along like I would normally do this. I'm still going slower now than I would if I wasn't recording this for you on screen. Okay. All right, let's scroll down here. Not much else. There's a lot of stuff in here. If you're not a WordPress person, that's okay. Like I said, you can use other page builders out there. And there are a ton of other page builders out there. So you don't just have to use WordPress. One of the reasons why I do use WordPress is how many plugins are available. There are, if you can dream it, they've probably got a plugin. Need to make a contact form, they've got a plugin for that. Need to make a image zoomable, zoom in, zoom out, they've got a plugin for that. Need to do before and after images, they've got so many plugins for that. Need to do slideshows, plugins for that. Okay, you get it. Sorry about that. But seriously, if there's a tool you need, most likely there is a plugin in WordPress. So I just grabbed the featured image. I'm just dragging an image on over here. This is standard 1920 by 1080 format. We're going to be using that for our page top a little later. Let me hit set featured image there. So now we've got this featured image going on in here. And all we did was create a page title and a couple of setups, the parent page and the template. And then finally, I did a featured image. Now I'm going to hit publish here. You're not going to find this in the web yet until I add it to my menu, so I'm not worried about that. The reason why I published is because I want to go to Pro. This is my Xtheme Pro, and I want to use Xtheme Pro to build the layout here. Now, one of the nice things when you build layouts in WordPress and Xtheme, you can save those layouts, and you can save them as a template. So I'm going to go over to templates here, and banner bar inline, that is the one. So we have made several templates. Jody has played with some of the templates too, and we can customize templates to customer needs as well. So if a customer wants a specific presentation, you can say to them, yes, we can do that at a small upcharge. All right, so we're going to pick the 2022. And like I said, this is a very custom, very unique presentation. And with that in mind, we're doing something a lot of our competitors don't do and don't have an interest in doing. You wouldn't believe how many people have asked me, hey, can you do the custom pages for us on your site? Sure, we can. All right, so right away, we've got this layout that we already had. So we have a block for a revolution slider for our banner bar. So we're going to add something there. We have an HD video presentation, which I'm going to need to change to the new one. So when we save the template, we saved it with the old properties here. And we've got 360s and still image galleries. So we've got a couple of things that we can add here. So the first thing that I'm going to want to add is that top bar. So I opened a second tab for myself. That's also on seemybuild.com. When you do web building, you're probably going to have a few screens open. You've got stuff on your desktop you need to upload. You've got multiple tasks that you want to do on the web page. And so it's always nice to have a couple of tabs open. All right, I need to make slider revolution here. I'm just going to click onto it so that we can get that top bar done. And down here, I have already prepped. I made a new one, but I reused something. So I just duplicated one of my slider bars. I'm going to open this in the editor instead. And so there we go. We have our last one that we did. And what I'm going to do here is go to slides, and I'm going to delete that last one. Yes, I'm just getting rid of it. And now what I'm going to do is add bulk slides. Even though I'm only adding one, I still go to the bulk slides. I'm going to hit insert. Now we're waiting for the image to show up. There we go. And it looks like I wiped out what I was wanting to work on, so I made a mistake here. I'm going to hit the back button. We are not going to save that. And let's go back in here and edit it again. So I made a little screw up. Oh, I made a big screw up, actually. Okay, we're going back again, and these are the types of things that happen if you're not paying attention or you're talking to a camera. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. There we go. Yes, because I went a little too fast for my own good. I'm going to duplicate that last one again, and we're going to open it. And now, all right, so what I did when I just did the slider was I nuked the text that goes up here as well. So that was a mistake on my part. First thing I'm going to do is go back over to the slides, and I am going to delete that slide there. All right, and now what I'm going to do, over here we have slide BG animations. So I want to look at that slide background animation, and then I'm going to click on the little slide folder. And over on my right-hand side, it asks me it's an image, and I do want to grab this from my media library. So I'm going to pick that image, insert it. There we go, much better. Now we've got the background image for this location. Next item is going to be to change 15375. Hi, lonesome. So this page is going to be presented to an investor who is part of the speculation home build. And now we're going to do May 2nd, 2022. So there we go. Now we've got that set up, but I do still need to give this a name. 15375. I lonesome. And let's do that down in the alias. 15375. I lonesome. And that's going to give us our short code. I'm going to go ahead and say save this. And once again, moving very quickly. By the way, the tool that I'm using here is, let's go back to it really quick, Slider Revolution. So this is included with the X theme, and then you can buy the higher end version licensing for extra tools as well. So we've gotten that slide set for us. What I'm going to do is go back to the main page that we just started building. I'm going to hit save on it, and remember to hit save often. I said this in the last video too. By the way, we've got some more in-depth information also over at classes.azdrone.net in our workflow class, where we show our 5-step workflow for what we're doing with our clients. At the end of that workflow class, we do another build like this as well. So if you're interested in checking that out, go over to classes.azdrone.net, check out our workflow class with the workflow diagrams, and watch the free previews if you'd like. So under Revolution Slider, I'm going to click View, and let's see here. There we go, 15375 High Lonesome. Let's hit save on that again. And now that we've got that done, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to look at that page now. Oops. And it says slider with alias 5184. Okay, well, that's not the one we were wanting to use. So it got stuck somewhere here. We're going to go back here and hit save again. I'm going to go ahead and hit refresh here. Let's double check that live, and 15375, save it. All right, let's try viewing it again, shall we? There we go. So 15375, High Lonesome, May 2nd, 2022. We are good to go there. So that first part is done. Sorry that we got hung up, but that's the reality of this. When you're building these custom pages for your clients, sometimes you're going to run up against a problem or just miss a step. So below, let me see here. So HD video presentation. Below is an HD video presentation of, and I'm going to change that. Let's see here. Whoop, I did not mean to do that. So I am going to, let's see. Let's see what that looks like again. All right, just hit save. I think I accidentally dragged this out, but I'm not quite sure. No, I guess I did not. So what I want to do here over on the left-hand side, there we go. I want to edit that text. I'm just going to drag this out a little bit. So here we go. Below is an HD video presentation of the Bell Springs property in Kirkland, Arizona. No, it's not. So let's see. Of 15375. Arizona. The bottom of the link. All right, so there we go. That is looking better here. The one other thing that I'm going to do, so we use another tool called Out of the Box, and this tool will allow us to pull things from our Dropbox, which is kind of awesome. So I'm going to go back to the HTML version, and right here we've got the Out of the Box, and that's what the video is displaying on. We need to go set up a new Out of the Box for our new video. So I'm going to my second tab here, and as you can see over on the left-hand side, Out of the Box, there it is. So you can actually link this tool to your Dropbox. You can also do the Google Drive and a couple other tools as well, a couple other storage tools. So Out of the Box offers a plugin not only for Dropbox, but several other storage locations as well. So under General, we're not going to do anything in here. What we are going to do on the left-hand side is do a shortcode builder. So this is how we get things onto our web page from Dropbox. So general module, let's see, do we want a file browser, upload box, photo gallery? I want a video player because we're going to have this video in here. Content. All right, so now I have to go through and find where my video is in Dropbox. This does save the client from having to look for this. So this is a positive thing for them. So let's see, there we go. There is the High Lonesome project, and I want the May folder and High Lonesome images, High Lonesome video. There it is. So there's the video that we want to embed on that front page. So we're good to go there. Let's go to the layout really quick. You can change the width of these. You can also change the look and feel of the media players as well. I'm going to include down here a download button. Like I said, I'm going very quickly because I'm taking you along as if, this is just me doing my standard work. All right, that's all I need in the layout. Let's double check sorting. I think I'm good there. Advanced autoplay, no, and I don't have any video. All right, so after I've set these up, I'm going to click the Shortcode Builder, copy it, and now I'm going back to the other page where my Shortcode Builder was. And there it is. And I'm just going to do Control V for paste. And now that I've done that, sometimes that gets a little strange with closing the window. I don't know why. All right, so now let's hit the page preview again. So first thing, that slider that we set up for the top banner bar with a nice little drop in, and then we go down to HD video presentation. Below is an HD video presentation of 15375 High Lonesome in Prescott, Arizona. Clients, okay. And we can also see this is looking like the video that we wanted it to be. And if we were to play that in here right now, we're streaming off of our Dropbox account. Kind of cool. All right, so there we go. This is the video that we want to share with the realtor today. So we are good to go, and we can actually see some of the flight. We don't need to sit here and watch this whole thing. We're just doing a demo. So first couple of things are completed. We've got our banner bar. We've got the video that the realtor wanted. We do not have a 360 tour in this one, so let's close this. And let's go right down here. Now, one of the things we can do is we can remove things that are not necessary for us. So here's our header. There's our latest video section. And then here's our 360 tour section in Xtheme. So by the way, this is a feature of Xtheme on how I can get this list. What I would like to do here is we're going to get rid of that 360 tour. So we're just going to delete that. And then the next item is our still image gallery grid. So what we're displaying for the customer today is just the HD video presentation and the still image gallery. Once again, still image gallery is another thing that's being fed by Dropbox and out of the box. So I'm going to click in here and let's go to edit text really quickly. So we can see, let's go to rich text, still image gallery, blah, blah, blah. Images are MLS ready as well. Feel free to download them. And there's our out of the box thing again. So what I'm going to do is go to the second tab. We're going to close that. And we're going to make a new one here. So I would like to, let's see here, photo gallery with the images only. We could do a file browser, but I'm going to do photo gallery for this one. Content. Okay, let's go back up to the previous folder. And the nice thing is, outside of the box remembers the last folder you were in. All right, sorry about that. I'm right back with you here. So we have our ortho images, which we don't need to show all those to the client, but we have our high lonesome stills. So there is the folder that we're after. So that is going to be the content there. And let's scroll down to make sure we're not missing anything else. We are not. So we have our general, and the general is the photo gallery. Our content is now the high lonesome stills layout. We're not going to change anything in the layout, but you could in fact play around with the layout yourself as well. So I think we've got everything ready to go. Let's see, advanced. Nope, I think we're good. So all we did here was the photo gallery, and then we told it where the photos for the photo gallery live. I'm going to click the shortcode button, copy to the clipboard. Boom. All right, so in here now, let's paste that. And now let's save in here. So down the left-hand corner, I'm hitting the save button again. I am going to now view it and see what we've got. So, all right, there's the 15375 High Lonesome. Here is our HD video presentation. Here comes the still image gallery. So it's just loading. There we go. So here are the images from that flight. If we click into here, we can actually basically experience a slideshow. You can go full screen as well. So this is all looking great to me. And just taking a look through, and all of these are also downloadable for the client as well. I'm going to go ahead and close this now, and we're going to close that viewing tab. So we're in the home stretch here. We had our HD video presentation, we had our still image gallery, and I would like to put one more thing in here. So I'm going to go back and let's see. So we have a section for our header, latest video, a grid, and I would like to add one more section. And it opens up this new section area for me. So that's really nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select a split column here. So now we can do a layout. What we've been doing before is a single column for each of the things. This area, we're going to do a split column this time around. And I am just going to go look for a text box. I'm going to grab myself a text box here. And let's go ahead and close this really quick. So this area is going to be for a before and after orthomosaic presentation. So that's what we're up to here, before and after ortho. And I'm going to switch to rich text here if it will obey my clicks. And we're going to make this a heading 2 and 2. All right, so I'm just putting a little bit of information here, and there we go. So I'm going to close that, and I'm going to hit save again. So one of the other tools that we use and we get asked about a lot is our before and after slider. And the before and after slider, let's go back to our second tab here, and I'm just going to go up to the dashboard for a moment. So in addition to, a lot of the tools we have, one of the tools we have is a before and after slide presenter called 2020. Now under posts, I always use posts to test things. 9 times out of 10, if you're using posts, you're probably building a blog. This isn't for blogging. I just utilize the post pages for testing out quick little things. So earlier, before I started this video up, I made a high lonesome before and after slider with the 2020 plugin. So if I hit edit here, I have already created that slider for myself. So I gave it a name, and you can see right here, add 2020. So when you click add 2020, it makes a short code for you, and you can include 2 images with it. And those images are going to overlay each other for viewing. So there is the shortcode that was created by 2020. And just so you can see, whoops, I just want to copy this whole thing because I'm going to be inserting that into my page. Maybe my mouse is being a little weird today. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I'm having a lot of clicking problems. So I have copied that because I'm going to put that into our page. But before we go back to the page, let's preview this, shall we? Here we go. So it's throwing it in right now. And did I screw up by highlighting that? I might have. All right, I closed it. Let's save the draft. And let's preview this again. There we go. So right now, this is huge. But when we insert it into the column of the page that we're building, it's going to shrink it down and resize it. But we can just scroll right here so you can take a look. The right-hand side is November 2021, and the left-hand side is May of 2020. And you can, in fact, slide this back and forth so we can see that some concrete has been put down here. So this project is now underway. All right, let's close this out. And I'm just going to make sure that this is copied one more time. So I just use the posts to quickly do the 2020. Why do I do that? The 2020 builder doesn't show up in our page editor. Maybe because the page editor is so customized with Xtheme. I'm not quite sure why, but so that tool doesn't show up in the page builder, but it does show up in the posts builder. So I just come in, set it up with a fake post that I don't publish, and then I go back to the page here, and I'm going to need another text box because that's all that before and after requires. And so there is our text box right there. Let's close this, edit the text, and now I'm just going to stick that 2020 viewer in there, and I'm going to hit save. And now let's view that on the front end. So now we're seeing the whole page again. So we've got that intro header, so they know where they are. We've got our video for display. We've got our still image gallery to take a look around. And we've got a before and after slider now that fits in the page and doesn't make us scroll way down here. We also do have another image application, another image plugin that will allow you to zoom in and out of the image as well. We're not going to pop that one up today. For the moment, for what's going on and the investor taking a look, they just want to see where they're at the moment. We might get a little fancier with them down the road and do that zoom in as well. But so as you can see, nice overlay between last year, November, and the recent flight on May 2nd of 2022. So basically, I'm just about set to actually send this link to my client. So instead of sending the client a bunch of Dropbox folders, they're going to have a really nice, easy presentation. When I send the link to them, they can forward the link to their investor. So 9 times out of 10, when I do this with this particular client, I shoot him a text with this page. So I pop the page up on my iPhone, and then I forward the page link, and he checks it out on his Android device. And 9 times out of 10, he just forwards the link to the other folks he's dealing with, and they're usually popping these up on their mobile devices as well. I always tell them, please go take a look at it full screen as well, because you'll get a lot more of the detail as well for it. So very quickly, we were able to create a new drone deliverable web page. So just think about the opportunities and what else you can do with your clients. As you saw on this page, I deleted the 360 section because we hadn't shot 360s the other day. We weren't out there for that. From now on, we'll be shooting additional 360s out there as well. As this construction moves forward, once they pour the concrete, we'll be there again to do the same thing, and we'll be building another page like this. So we'll be building one page for them that has all of their flights. So then they can jump into May, June, July, August, see the progress of the site, and also help push the marketing on the site. Brand new build in the Talking Rock area, very custom home, and this can add to their marketing material as well. So the flights that we do for them, are used in their marketing materials as well as in their construction progression materials. So just think about it here really quick. What else could you include for your clients? We can add PDF presentations, printable things, and wrap them all into this custom web page. So there's a lot of opportunities beyond this simple page. A lot more can be done with these. Like I said, we have that Zoom viewer. We can do the 360 presentation. We can do a 360 walkthrough. We can do outdoor 360s as well as indoor 360s. And we can do before and after slideshows of images. So if I take the photos at the same location each time utilizing Litchi, I can then overlay last month's still images with this month's still images to show the evolution of the site. So always be creative here. Keep being creative while you're building your drone business, and you're going to come up with some unique ideas and selling points that other folks in your area don't have. You don't have to do a layout like this. You don't have to use WordPress, but start thinking about how is it I deliver the final end content to my customers. Is it compelling? Is it easy to use? Is the user interface straightforward? Building something like this on a web page, we all know how to navigate web pages now. So this becomes very simple for your clients and the members of their staff. It becomes very simple for them to follow the progress of their build site. So I hope this one was interesting to you. I know that we did something similar before, but I always do get follow-up questions from people about these. And also we have new people joining the channel every day. So if you're new here and this was interesting to you, please like and subscribe down below. Also check out classes.azdrone.net, as we've got a lot of videos on doing 2D and 3D modeling, doing waypoint missions, utilizing things like Litchi, Map Pilot Pro, Ground Station Pro. And we also talk through the software and hardware that we use for our business. We've got a class called Post Part 107, because once you're done with 107 test, what do you do next? Well, there's no guidance there. The FAA is not going to quiz you on this, and it's up to you as to how you start building your drone business. So on classes.azdrone.net, we've got some helpful suggestions, workflows, low-cost solutions for doing some of this work, and a couple of samples of other imaging as well. As a matter of fact, we're going to be adding new imaging classes here through the course of 2022. We've got a new Lightroom editing course, which is about 60–70% of the way done. And when I'm done recording this, I'm going to get back to working on that as well. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out for the whole video, and we'll see you again really soon.